It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks so much for welcoming us into your home, allowing us to stream right now. Maybe you're watching it on your smartphone. Maybe you have your iPad in front of you or your laptop, or maybe we're streaming on your television right behind you. Thank you. During these very remarkable times, we appreciate it. And our promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time, not only to get the sales strategies, not only get the sales message, but also get the sales positioning you need for your sales system so your sales department can generate more revenue, serve more people, and have more impact. Isn't that why we're all about this, by the way? And every morning I like to always get started the exact same way, and that is with one of our core philosophies. And one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. Whoa, how powerful is that? Not a new idea, but it's an idea that works. So let's get started. We'd like to look at a case study. Inside this case study, we'll look at what worked, what challenges they had, and how the CEO adapted their sales strategy, their sales messaging, their sales funnel in order to achieve the ultimate result. Let's get started if we can right now. Imagine starting a company from your friend's garage. Eat Just, that's the name of the company. That's exactly how they begin, with just two dreamers, Josh Balk and Josh Tarek. Now, they wanted to revolutionize the food industry by creating a plant-based alternative to eggs. Interesting, right? So just like any business that's striking and trying to be innovative, they're faced with challenges. And the number one challenge when you're trying to be innovative is trying to convince the marketplace that they need to move away from the traditional way of doing things to trying something entirely new, entirely different. And this is much like trying to have sell a groundbreaking product. I'll say that. No one knows what it is yet, but you know it can impact their lives. And convincing people to change from the established habits over into a market that's different, that's been dominated by traditional other companies, is very, very difficult. So Eat Just didn't just compete with the food innovators. They faced something difficult that many don't face, and that is legal battles from giants like Unilever, who questioned whether Eat Just, this whole new way of eating eggs, was real. They did that with just mayo. Like, wait a minute, is that true? Is that real? It's like struggling going up against a big competitor in sales, which seems to be daunting because everyone seems to be using their products and services, and like, why switch over to what you're doing? But Josh didn't give up. Here's a fun fact. Over 100,000 consumers eat just us, opposed to going and getting traditional eggs. We even have Eat Just. I mean, my wife loves it, by the way. It has nothing to do with this. And this is the kind of support that you really need when you're trying to be innovative. Folks who are willing to step out, willing to give it a try, and then love it. So despite the challenges, Eat Just continued to innovate. They continued to expand. They took their product and went to new places. They started automating what they were doing. They changed their sales message. They changed their sales positioning. And they even started including plant-based products to include inside of it. So for sales experts, for sales leaders, for folks like yourself that are watching right now, the lesson here is persistence, innovation, listening to your clients, making the adjustments, changing your sales message and your sales positioning, whether it's something sustainable like Eat Just, or maybe it's using the latest software that you're like, wow, you want me to try different software? You can turn initial resistance into acceptance. And isn't that what it's all about? So here's my big takeaway for you. It's two faults. Number one, you need a sales strategy that's linked to the sales message, that goes directly to the sales positioning, that allows you to be a part of your sales system. Because it's not just about having a good product. It's about ensuring that every part of the business represents not only what the client wants and needs, but is able to service them in a way that allows their lives to be better. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of this. We appreciate you. And every morning I like to step back. I like to be reminded of the sales mantra, the CEO mantra. And the CEO mantra for every CEO listening and watching out there is focus on sales. It's focus on sales. No, you're not gonna get blown away by that. You're not gonna jump up and down, but just hear me. Even if you listen every single morning at this same time, listen with new ears, watch with new eyes right now. focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. Because if you can't focus on sales, I believe you can't be in business. There's a big why here. And that big why is sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the big takeaway for you as you're listening right now? I want you to know that selling is serious business. Selling is very, very serious business. So, as a CEO, every single morning, you also have a pledge back to your sales department. Yes, I know you're pledging to make sure they have the salespeople they need. That's your responsibility as a CEO. Yes, I know you're pledging to make sure they have the sales processes they need, because how do you have a sales department running without any sales processes? And third, for the sales department, how true is this? We need to have sales resources. But also, our pledge from a CEO perspective is that we're going to learn, we're going to earn, and we're going to return. Repeat after me. Learn, earn, return. In fact, repeat these words. I love it. I love it. Say it every single morning. But follow me. Follow me. Here they are. They're right there. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, I must return. And all that maps directly into our objective. And we got 3 objectives every single morning we get together, 3 objectives. The number 1 objective is about sales progress. It's about getting better every single day. It's about moving up in the business, but it's also about handling the roadblocks. One of the things I love about when we look at the case studies, I love how we look at some of the challenges they had, whether it's legal challenges, convincing the market to do something they've never done before, taking something that's new and fresh and innovative. Yeah, that's different. But at the same time, we say, well, how did they overcome the hurdles? And if they can do it, we can do it. And then we look at the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Let's go through those. Sales pillar number 1, you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3 is you must have a sales message. Sales pillar number 4 is you must understand and track your CEO sales dashboard. And sales pillar number 5 is you must have a 7-figure sales team. Now you need that to be successful. That's the baseline, okay? If you don't, then now's the time to start focusing on those 5 areas as the CEO. Now also, for those folks that are watching, by the way, you're tuning in for the very first time, or maybe you watch every single day and you're watching on demand. You're on Facebook. If you can, look right below the video, and put a hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal. You're here, you're tuned in right now. You can see me, but I can't see you. And I would love to connect with you. I love connecting with all of you. I really do. And then if you're watching right now on the replay, nothing wrong with that, by the way. We appreciate it. Put a hashtag replay. You can't be here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you can tune in when you can and you're watching. Thanks a lot. If you're on one of the streaming platforms, that's how we distribute the CEO Sales Huddle. Could be through Roku, could be through Apple TV, could be through Amazon, it could very well be through YouTube. It could be any one of the 72 different streaming platforms that are out there. Could be the podcast, by the way. Do me a favor, look right below the video, or do me a favor, go over to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown. Let me know you're in the building. Say hello to me, because you can see me, but I can't see you. So I know when you get together, I'm going to respond to every single message personally. And I love saying this every single day because I get asked the question, why the CEO Sales Huddle? What's the big deal? Well, the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather. I want to be clear. I want you to be clear on this. Where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. They want to be faster, easier, with less effort. Why is that? Because we have a big why. And this might be in line with your sales department. Our big why is about sales growth, it's about sales accountability, and it's about sales consistency. And you may have heard this before, and it's so true that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? What do they struggle with most? You're right. They struggle with consistency. That's not going to be you, because we get together for 15 minutes a day. And in that 15 minutes a day, we understand there are 1,440 minutes in every day, never 1,441 or 42 or 43. So I have the same amount of time. That's 1% of the day. You have the same amount of time. That's 1% of the day. Oprah Winfrey has the same amount of time. That's 1% of the day to focus on the one area that generates revenue, and that's sales, for one goal only. And our number one goal is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're able to generate an extra $100,000 a month because you're in this conversation and you're focusing on your sales department. Now, as you do that, you might be saying, how do I do that, Shay? How do I do that? Because I like what I'm hearing. How do I do it? Well, we create something called the CEO Sales Dashboard. Because we know folks said, wait a minute, what do I measure? What do I manage? How do I know when I'm on track? How do I know when I'm off track? How do I know what adjustments where to make? How do I know where to allocate resources? Well, the CEO Sales Dashboard, which you can go get at www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you get there, you'll see 5 key metrics. And those key metrics are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So we're going to anchor it down on 5 core areas. All you need is 5. We make this thing as easy as possible. You can add others, you can expand others, but let's look at these 5. Now, if you haven't downloaded it, go to ceosalesdashboard.com. Go ahead and download it. It's going to come up. It's going to look just like this. It's going to be an Excel sheet. Now, the Excel sheet is wonderful, I believe, because you can go across the top of the sheet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, find today's date and come down. And you can look at the categories on the left-hand side. How many leads came into your department yesterday? You can put that down. How many were qualified? You can put that down. The sales department worked all day yesterday. How many appointments did they set? But more importantly, there's appointment running. That's a whole nother skill set. How many folks showed up? And of the folks that showed up that were qualified, that had an interest, want, or desire, you can look at the next category and put how many offers were made yesterday. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And you can come all the way down. We'll skip down to repeat business. And let's just do a quick deep dive in repeat business, because these are customers you work with, you have an opportunity to work with again. And of folks who buy again, let's look at, they buy a new product. So if I have an iPhone and I decide I'm going to go buy a MacBook Pro, that's an entirely different product. I didn't have that before. Isn't it good to know that you didn't spend any money and you had a client that just wanted to purchase something in addition that you could help them with? And then let's go take a look at existing products. So let's say they have an iPhone, but they said that they need a case or they need a screen protector. So an existing client still buys more products, so it puts revenue in your pocket. Doesn't increase the company, but it does increase the revenue. So that's not bad. That's kind of cool. And then let's take a look at the last category, which is membership. And membership means people pay one time. So they come aboard, they pay a fee, and then that fee they get charged every single month because you provide so much value. It's a membership-driven organization. Man, that's amazing. Man, that's incredible. Isn't that just perfect for you? So as we do that, we also go and look at the other side. We say, wait a minute, what's working? Let's celebrate some wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales department yesterday? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like, you can't wait to brag. Like, look, the sales department did this yesterday. Now, we do this every single day. So we're going to stack those wins together. Okay, we're going to look at the hurdles. But you had some wins, but some of you saying, every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. Let me take a look at some of my hurdles I have. That's a fair question. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing that you just want to brag about? You can't wait to brag about. You're just so excited. One thing you're going to do, I should say, not brag, but you're going to do in the sales department that you control. It might be a small thing. Shay, it's so small, I don't think it's a big deal. No. Small hinges swing big doors. So I want you to be focused on that. Do small things well, get big results. That's my big takeaway today. My message of the day is do small things well, get big results. What are the small things you can do to get the small wins? To get the small wins, there are steps to help overcome hurdles. You do a little bit today, and a little bit tomorrow, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit tomorrow, and you build the momentum. And the hardest thing we have is getting folks into momentum because they're not willing to take the small steps. They might want to hit the home run. And maybe you're a home run hitter. That's okay, but you can't hit a home run every time you're at bat. But you can darn sure look and get on base. So do small things well, get big results. That's my big takeaway. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and I promise we'll make some good things happen.